Welcome back. This is Lavona, and I have a new card to show you. Birthday card for my daughter. And it turned out so good that I didn't want to give it away before I at least showed you how I made it. These beautiful little balloons on here are 3D pop-up, and the inside is what the novelty is. Happy birthday 3D card. And the reason I decided she's going to be 28 is she'd appreciate it more than my younger grandkids. They just look for what money or stuff's inside, and sometimes they don't even pay attention to the card. So I know she will enjoy the card, so she's getting this one. Anyway, this card started off with another idea I saw on the internet called a balloon pop-up card, I believe it was called, and the inside is what the novelty was, and it's with this little insert. And these were made from acetate, clear, and the balloons just wiggled and wobbled all over the place. Well, I didn't have acetate, and what I tried didn't work, so my version of it came out to look like this. And it's cute enough for a card, not what I thought it was going to be, but I'm very happy with how it turned out. So I wanted to show you how this card is made. It first starts off with making the base of the card. I hope you can, let's see, this is showing up. Okay. What you need is, this is a small, what's left of the card that I had already made. So the creases are already on it. You're going to get your card, which is normally folded in half at 5 1/4 and doubled in length. You would have approximately 10 1/2. But you're going to need, for this inside, you need it 2 inches larger to make the insert. So once you have your paper at 10 1/2, you're going to crease the center mark and a 1/2 inch over, another crease, and then another. So you end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creases in it. And then when you fold your card together, the inside will fold, and you'll continue to fold it on the outside and fold it on the inside until both sides have the creases done very well. So on the outside of the card, you put your sticky tape or glue or whichever you have. But sticky tape works really well to put a strip right on the side, and if you want it really secure, you can put it on both sides. So however you want to do it, stick them together, and then stick this together. So now you have your card. When it opens up, you will now have the inside to be placing your balloons. So that's how this card is assembled. All right. So what I ended up doing was, because I couldn't get all the balloons to flap around, I had just enough to make the letters for happy birthday, and the outside to coincide with it worked out just perfectly. So to make my balloons, looking for one that I could cut out was, I started off with Birthday Bash, and the first balloon that I did not use but could be used was on page 23. And if you can see that one there, it looks like a nice balloon, but it had a tail, and I didn't want a tail on it. So I looked a little bit further, and I found on page 67 this balloon, and unfortunately it had another tail, but I decided I was just going to let it go and maybe not use those. Turns out they're what the accent made the balloons look perfect. So I did use this balloon and ended up being able to use all the little pieces. So your little balloon, you need 2 for every one of them. And I was able to use the little tails and glue them on my paper. And what you end up with, your little balloon like this. And this is just doubled over. I took basically a card that I would normally use for this or any other one. I just had a white card. It's pretty much the length here, and I just had it doubled in half, and I just started cutting little strips off. So that was how I ended up with the part that goes in between here. So this is the basis for it, and once I had my different colors all put on, and then I just cut them off. The same thing for the inside. The paper of your choice. This cute little Ripley design happens to be an old ruler from Creative Memories that I use as a ruler, and this time I was able to use the wavy part of it. So that turned out, finally got to use my ruler. Alright, so the inside, again, pick some pretty paper of your choice. And I went ahead and put all the little strips down on my balloon piece, laid them where I wanted them, cut them off, again using my sticky tape. Once they were all on, I glued them together. The lettering is from the storybook cartridge. I just happen to like the way it looks. I made them approximately, so the balloons are cut out around 1 or 1 1/4 inch, depending on how big you want your balloons. And the letters are 3/4 of an inch to fit. They look rather large, but the 1/2 inch turned out to be too small, so I ended up with the 3/4 and just used most of the balloon space on it. And I just played around with this card until it looked like something I liked. This was 5/8 inch of gross grain ribbon, which I have a lot on hand. I just picked a color I liked. And the balloons were the leftovers that I weren't using. And got her birthday on here, and just for luck, she had an eye, so it just worked out for her name. So I had fun making this card. It's an adorable pop-up one. Go ahead and try it. It does take a little bit of time, but this is what we do. We spend time, we have fun, and we come up with fun cards. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment and tell me your thoughts. Thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.